Welcome to the Nicky Marino Show. I'm your host, Nicky Marino. We are live here in Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada, downtown Henderson in the Nicky Marino studio. Guys, coming off a monster weekend, 10-1 weekend for the Marino team. MLB, NHL, NBA has been absolutely on fire. Shout out to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Absolute blowout winner last night. Back-to-back sweeps Saturday and Sunday, coming off a monster Friday. I mean, guys, I'm red hot here. I'm just sitting here looking at our winners this weekend. I mean, it's crazy. It really is. Huh. Mavericks. Huh. Unreal. I mean, cash and parlays, man, left and right. I mean, this is just what we do. It's unbelievable. Awesome weekend. And we're ready to jump right back into a profitable week for the Nicky Marino team. If you're not on my team, guys, DM me on Instagram for a free consultation. The Nicky Marino on all handles. And also visit my website, thenickymarino.com. Guys, $29 daily, $99 weekly, and $249 monthly. Jump on the team and let's start building your bankroll today. You're one click away. Guys, tons of action to cover from the weekend. Tons of action to cover for the weekend. Okay? I mean, we're covering UFC, MLB, NBA, NHL. I mean, the transition we had all weekend is absolutely phenomenal. And Nicky Marino has been absolutely on fire. What do they say in Mexico? And fuego. Guys, this is what we're doing. We're locked and loaded, and we're ready to go. I want to jump right into the NBA. I mean, monster NBA all weekend long. We're going to start here on Saturday. Boston Celtics just get beat at the buzzer. Al Horford just missed a tip-in at the buzzer. We're on the Milwaukee Bucks money line. Milwaukee 103 to 101. Al Horford goes for 22, 16, and 5. The Greek, they call him the Greek Freak for a reason. 42, 12, and 8. Barely misses a triple-double. And the guy is just monstrous inside. I love him all around. He's such a well-rounded player. And he really is the leader of this Milwaukee Bucks team. And I just think this team is definitely going to get it going down the stretch. So if you're not riding them, you better jump on the bus now, because this Bucks team is locked, loaded, and they're ready to go. I will tell you that. They're playing absolutely great defense. They're shooting the ball around the perimeter, and I just think they're a little too big for this Boston Celtics team. They're just too much to handle. Big game tonight as well. That series is 2-1 in that series. Memphis Grizzlies get blown out. Golden State Warriors, I was loaded all on them, all over the Warriors on Saturday. I believe the spread was -7. I know some cappers gave out Golden State Warriors money line, -245. Don't know about that one. -7, the Warriors roll. Steph Curry goes for 32 and 6. Ja Morant goes for 34, 3 and 7. 30-pieced them. The Warriors 30-pieced them in the Bay Area. Oh, man. They just keep rocking, man. It's out of control. These guys just keep winning, I'm telling you. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Jordan Poole. Some of you didn't even know his first name in the beginning of the postseason, and I'm sure now you know. I'll tell you that right now. He's hard to contain. He's hard to control, and he's a 5-tool player all around the basketball court. I will tell you that right now. Yesterday, another 2-0 day in the NBA. The Phoenix Suns on the road against the Dallas Mavs. Dallas Mavs 111 to 101 against the Suns. Devin Booker goes for 35, 4, and 7. Wasn't enough for the Luke. Wasn't enough for Luka at home. The guy was dropping dimes, catching boards, shooting threes, getting to the rack. And I'm not going to leave off Jalen Brunson, okay? This guy has been a huge piece for this Dallas Mavericks team in the postseason on this run. I'm not going to leave you off the sheet, brother. I'm not going to leave you. Luka Doncic, 26, 7, and 11. Another postseason double-double. That series knotted, heading back to Phoenix, and I've said this game will definitely go deep, and I believe it's definitely going to go 7 games. It's amazing how much home court advantage matters here in the postseason, and it's such a transition from the regular season, because in the NBA, I call it no bank account because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what these teams are going to do in the postseason because they don't play like this all regular season. So it's so tough. The transition it's just outnumbered, and I will tell you that. But I did tell you in the beginning of NBA postseason that these teams will be here and these games will be going 7 games. And this is what we want to see. This is what the people want to see. We don't want to see 30-piece blowouts in the NBA postseason. It's just not good for TV. It's not good for the sport. And it's not good for the people. Miami, Jimmy Buckets on the road against the 76ers yesterday. One of my 5-star locks on the board yesterday. Absolutely loved it all across the board. The Philadelphia 76ers roll by 8, 116-108. James Harden finally wakes up, cleans the beard, and shows up for this game. I mean, the guy was lights out last night. 31, 7, and 9, producing, dropping dimes, dropping pull-up threes. I mean, the guy really looked like James Harden, the team guy. And I'm not going to forget about my guy, Maxey. I mean, in transition, he knows how to spread the floor. He knows how to create space. And it's just these teams playing great. Again, another team that's playing absolutely phenomenal at home. Home court advantage here. Jimmy Buckets puts on a shooting display as well for Miami, 43-6. Going back to Miami now, I think both of these games are going 7 games. I'm telling you. This is what sports fans need. Sports fans need playoff basketball. Close games. I love it. Tonight, we got 2 big NBA games on the slate. We got Boston. Boston's on the road against the Milwaukee Bucks. Milwaukee Bucks -1 at home. The spread on the total here is 213. 6-0 the under is on Milwaukee's last 6 games. And they're 1-6 against their last 6 against the spread. Keep that in mind. The series is 2-1. Boston Celtics on the road looking to even the series, take you back to the Garden in Boston. Memphis on the road in the Bay Area against the Golden State Warriors. Golden State -10. The total's 223. 2-1 for the series. They look to even it up as well. I do not see Memphis having a shot. Unless Ja Morant drops 70 tonight, I don't see them having a shot covering this spread or even coming close to the number of being in this game. Guys, a long weekend. And if you missed the UFC fights, let me tell you something. You miss some glorified action. I mean, we had one of our max plays. We cashed, okay? But I got to touch on this. I mean, this got to be the knockout of the year. I've never seen anything like it. Michael Chandler, this guy, what a kick he... I mean, I never seen anything like it. Tony Ferguson, I don't want to know how you felt waking up the next day. Because, I mean, dude, I seen it in slow motion multiple times. And I'm like, I just can't put this together. I mean, it was crazy. Glorifying knockout. And it's probably, I'm not a big UFC guy, but I think I'm starting to get into MMA and UFC, especially when you got some wagers on it, you know. But this weekend, this card, the last 3 fights, I mean, it was absolutely amazing. I still can't put it together. I mean, it was great action, especially the women's fight. Big underdog wins on decision. Canelo loses. Vegas was flooded. We got all the Mexican flags out on the strip, and Canelo loses at a -540 favorite. A -540 favorite. Unreal. Max play, UFC fight of the weekend for the Marino team. Charles Oliveira. I mean, it was a great fight. I got very nervous in the beginning. I thought he hurt his leg for some reason. He's hobbling around, gets hit a couple times really hard. But what do good fighters do? Good fighters take their opponents down and go after their opponent's weaknesses. And this is what Oliveira exactly did. Sitting at a minus 130 favorite, gets the job done. Great for UFC. Dana White, the best drug dealer in the world. I will tell you that. Nobody better. The guy's got an organization that is going to last for a lifetime, and it's great for the sports world. I will tell you that, guys. MLB, we're on fire, guys. The Marino team is on fire in the MLB right now. I think we hit like 6 in a row, our past 6 max plays, straight plays. I mean, we're on fire, and we're rocking right now. We're rocking. We're running and gunning, and I'm totally ready for tonight. We got a loaded card tonight. LA Dodgers been on fire. I think they're sitting on a 5-game winning streak. Dodgers sitting at a minus 240 on the money line. Julio Urias on the hill. Lefty been sharp as a pinball machine. I mean, he's been sharp. He's been keeping his stuff low. He's got a great defense behind him, and he's going against the Pittsburgh Pirates tonight. On the road, Jose Quintana on the hill, another southpaw for the Pittsburgh Pirates on the bump tonight. Total sitting at 7.5 here. I mean, if I give you a lean, I might have to lean here to the over and the LA Dodgers on the run line. That would be one of my leans on the night in that game. You know, minus 240, you can't do much with it. Unless you got a $50,000 bankroll, go bet the house on the Dodgers, you know. It's just too much juice for me. I can't give you leans on high juice. Remember, that's the thing that separates me from everybody else in this industry. Okay, and you got to know and respect that. I never give out anything more than minus 130, minus 145, you know. Minus 150 is pushing it. So, Milwaukee Brewers sitting at another heavy favorite, sitting at minus 200. Brandon Woodruff on the bump tonight against a horrible Cincinnati team. I think they're 4-32 on the year. The total in this game, 7.5. But their ace is healthy. Their ace is back. Maybe he can pitch well and get a victory tonight. Luis Castillo, back from the IL, back on his season opener, so he's on the bump. See if we can get some good production and good innings out of him, and see if the Cincinnati's offense can put up 3 to 5 runs. On this game, I'm definitely gonna lean towards the Brewers minus 1.5. Luis Castillo, and not many good trends and good experience on past starts against the Milwaukee Brewers. And how do you bet against the Brewers right now? I mean, they're red hot. I mean, they're putting up 5 to 8.5 runs a game. They're red hot. I mean, I think the team's going to be very good and tough to beat here down the stretch. Don't get me wrong. It's very early in the MLB season. I think we're 35 games into the season. But I will tell you this right now. Milwaukee's ready. They're ready. All cylinders. Pitching, bullpen, offensively. I think they're ready to roll, and they will go deep in the NL this year. I can see them going real deep. Trust me. Oakland A's. Paul Blackburn on the hill against Detroit. They're at Comiskey Field. Detroit minus 125. Great arm. Has been super sharp. Michael Pineda on the bump. Guy has a 6 splitter. Keeps the ball low. A lot of ground balls. And you know how the ball travels in Detroit. I'm definitely leaning here towards the Tigers here. I like Detroit on the money line tonight, and I think that's a good play there. Sitting at good value as well, sitting at minus 125. Remember, these are all game ones of new series, so pick your poison wisely. Zach Plesac and the Cleveland Guardians on the road against the Chicago Red-Hot White Sox. Minus 180 on the money line. Michael Kopech on the bump. Guy has been thriller. 100 plus on the fastball. Hits you with a slider and a change that you don't know what's going to hit you. The total here is 7.5. I can definitely see the over hitting that number with Zach Plesac been giving up 5+ runs a game. So I definitely think White Sox roll here, and the over cashes too. You got to roll with the hot team right now. I know they started off real slow this year, but they dealt with a lot of injuries, and that's what you guys do not understand. You know, early in the year, some teams, when they deal with injuries, it can really put them in a sustainable spot, especially in the beginning of the year. But there's always treads where you can get rolling. And I think Chicago White Sox is actually getting rolling here, hitting their peak here in the early first half of the Major League Baseball season. Tampa Bay Rays on the road against the LA Angels. One of my VIP plays on my card tonight, guys. 7.5 is the total. Jeff Springs sitting at some absolutely outstanding outings against the AL West in AL period. The Angels minus 135 on the money line. Noah Syndergaard sitting at 2.2-1 on the year, coming off an injury, but the guy's sharp. And once Noah gets going, you know, any Met fan knows Noah Syndergaard can chuck the rock. So he's on the bump tonight, and I'm looking at the Angels here. It might be a good lean, but I can't give you the free play, the VIP free play. Cannot do it. Not yet. I do have a free play for you guys, so stick around. Miami Marlins on the road. Eliza Hernandez on the bump for Miami against the Arizona D-backs. D-backs been hot. The total's 8.5. Humberto Castellanos is on the bump for Arizona. Short line on the road. Miami's the favorite. Got banged up at home against the D-backs. Got swept. And the total here is 8.5. I love the over here. I think both of these teams are going to put up some runs. They've both been offensively hot on both sides. And I think the under really rolls here. So make sure you look out for that. That's a good lean here, especially a good MLB lean on the board. So you could definitely take that in consideration. The Phillies on the road against the Seattle Mariners. Ranger Suarez on the bump. Counterpart, Chris Flexen. Chris Flexen sitting at a 1-4 record on the year, but a decent ERA. You know, lost a couple of close games. Seattle's been playing good baseball, but they're just not transparent and consistent, you know, as it's been going here. So, I mean, do you like Seattle minus 125 at home with Flexen? Can Ranger Suarez get hit around? I do think so. My lean here is Seattle. If I'm going to take this game, if I had a bullet to my head, you know, Seattle Mariners might be the play, might be the right lean. So I'm backing Chris Flexen, and I'm backing the Mariners on the money line. The Cubbies on the road against the San Diego Padres. Padres have been struggling offensively. They have been struggling offensively as late, but in the good standards of things, Mackenzie Gore has been throwing the ball tremendously. I mean, the guy's been really throwing the ball well. Another southpaw. I mean, he's got an overpowering fastball, and he gets a lot of outs. I believe he's coming off a no decision against the Cleveland Guardians last week. But Padres sitting here minus 165 against a struggling Kyle Hendricks. I think the Padres roll here for minus 165 money, and they get the job done here at home. Colorado, Austin Gomber, who's been absolutely throwing the ball phenomenally for this Colorado Rockies team. I will tell you that. On the road against the Giants, minus 245. Carlos Rodon. I mean, guys, Cy Young contender for sure. Cy Young contender for sure. They can't hit these guys. They can't hit this guy. I mean, this guy's winning 1-0, 2-1 ball games all season long. I mean, I've seen a lot of teams this year struggle against this guy, Carlos Rodon. So I can't back him here, but they're not playing in Colorado, so the ball's not flying at Coors. You know, 6.5 on the total. The total might be the play here. Under 6.5 might be the play. I like first 5 under 3.5 better in this game because when you're betting the starting pitcher, you never know what's going to happen after the 5. You never know how many innings they're really going to last. So a spot play here, a system play here would be Carlos Rodon, first 5 under 3.5. Book it. Guys, if you guys have not checked out, the Super Bowl cap-off has finally dropped. Episode 1 of our 3-season docuseries. Make sure you go check it out. YouTube.com, The Cappers TV. It will also be on my YouTube channel here shortly. Check it out. If you don't follow my YouTube channel, The Nicky Marino. I know there's a lot of buzz about last week's podcast. If you have not followed my channel, make sure you do. My podcast will premiere Thursday. Meet Me at the Window podcast. Guys, let's have a monster night. My free play of the night, Milwaukee Bucks, money line. I'm riding the Greek Freak, and I think they're hot as can be, and I don't think the Celtics can keep up. Too much crying from Marcus Smart. I don't think Jason Tatum can drop 55 every night. You know, imagine if Chris Middleton was playing. It wouldn't even be a series. It'd be, you know, it's just I don't think the Celtics have it. I think they go down 3-1 tonight. Bucks in 6, steal 1 in Boston. Guys, I love you guys. Thank you for tuning into the Nicky Marino Show live every Monday and Wednesday, 2 p.m. Pacific. Follow me on all platforms, The Nicky Marino. 5-unit free play. Meet me at the window. Do you smell what Marino is cooking? Later, guys. Stay safe, stay blessed, and there's only one way, the Marino way.